Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan, and today I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon, as you can see. So, Frozen 2 and the Lord of the Rings franchise, and I guess most specifically Frodo here. So yeah, this is something I want to talk about, I guess, for a brief moment here. I'm going to make this video as short as possible, obviously, but yeah, I'm just going to use this as a way to talk about Frozen 2 and a film franchise that I haven't spoken about in a while. So yeah, I guess in some respects, I'm going to be like trying to compare Frozen 2 specifically because of Anna to the Lord of the Rings franchise because of what Anna had went through, which some people felt like it was kind of similar to some degree. When it comes to trilogies, folks, the second one is often the darkest one. And that's what happens with the film The Two Towers. And it's often can be viewed as the darkest one, whereas even Frozen 2 it seems to be more gloomier than the first film, which is understandable. We get to see that Elsa herself must go through a own journey, obviously, and it's about, herself in some ways, whereas Anna, yes, something similar happens in the regard of, let's say, she feels she must take on the task, even though she put herself in grave danger. So that kind of reminds me of certain character there. Why Elsa does feel like out of place, of course, and that's pretty cool if you ask me, folks. It really does remind me of that character in her own way. For let's just say that Elsa must be calling to her own voice and sets off with the characters they're already familiar with from the previous film. Finding a map to a mysterious river, Elsa goes to her own journey to discover the secrets of her past. Basically, she's leaving Anna behind in the enchanted forest and whatnot, while at first glance, some sort of crazy connection, I guess. So Anna herself must go through this craziness, and yes, it does go into that these people are very well connected in the sense that they feel very, very close, and they feel close guarded. They must protect each other, especially having Anna be extremely protective of someone she cares about. And you can say Frodo was like that too. Frodo was really protective of the people he cared about, and the same can be said for Anna as well. So I guess you can say gotta keep things interesting. Not everything seems right, of course. There's a song calling that must be handled here. Well, I gotta make the story interesting some sort of way, of course. So I know some people might be thinking, I'm okay, maybe I'm just looking too much into this, but it is an interesting thought nonetheless. So I just want to talk about Anna's story arc within the Frozen franchise, which I do feel like this comes very close to how Frodo was narratively throughout the Lord of the Rings trilogy, more than expected. I'm going to do my best not to get too much spoiling right here, folks, and because I know not everyone have seen the film, but I can say that both Anna and Frodo did grow up in an environment and yeah, removed from certain danger, the word dangers or whatever. Let's just say that also you do have to think about the fact that Anna and Frodo had both lost their parents at a very specific age, so that's something. Frodo and Anna must undergo as some crazy adventure with with some friends, of course. And that's the thing. Elsa does have a magical element to her, and which Frodo has also experienced in the Lord of the Rings. Frodo had experienced some sort of magical elements as well. So that's something that Elsa had to go through too. So Yeah, again, this will come up like an interesting topic, folks. I thought this would be make a good enough video to make, so it's something I want to discuss myself, and because it could be cool in its own way. A lot of people were influenced by the Lord of the Rings, and just so you know, I'm not saying the people who made Frozen 2 were inspired by the Lord of the Rings books or movies, but they do, especially Anna has to go into some dangers, meet up with some people whom she never met before, just like Frodo. Frodo had to go through some things. He was totally unprepared for it, just like how Anna is. Anna was totally unprepared for a lot of stuff as well. And I'm just saying that there's quite a few things I noticed here. And I'm just saying that I thought it would be a good discussion video here, obviously. So I just thought this could be a good thing. Another thing I must bring up the fact that let's just say Anna and Frodo both don't have any powers, but some of the people that they hang around with do. So yeah, that's definitely something to discuss there, folks. And they're in constant peril, they're in constant danger, and they're any minute both characters can die at any given situation. So I guess that's something to think about right there, folks. I guess I'll just end it here, folks. And those are quite I could go on, but I just want to keep this short. As always, thank you for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah.